Hello, world. A wonderful day to all of you. Welcome to the Institute of Global Professionals. Thank you for joining us for another live session of free international webinar here in IGP. My lovely audience, I am Marbeth from the Philippines and I am honored to be your host for the day. I am so glad to be with you once again in this virtual world. If there is one thing that we should be thankful about during the pandemic, I think it's the opportunity that it provides for us to gather virtually in this international free webinar brought to us by the Institute of Global Professionals, or IGP. I hope that everyone will stay with us until the end of the program because we have a lot of things in store for you today. Here in IGP webinars, you do not just listen to our speakers, but we encourage your participation to our quiz competition and the Q&A part. In our quiz competition, the top 10 participants will receive their quiz completion certificate, that is right after the event. Then it will be followed by the Q&A part where everyone will have the opportunity to interact with the speaker by sending in your question in the comments section below. During the program, there will be questions flash on your screen that allows you to interact and share your ideas about the topic being discussed. In the latter part of the program, we will give you the certification code together with the certification process and how you can generate or auto-download your e-certificate. With this, everybody is encouraged to stay with us till the end of the program because lots of exciting things awaits us today. I am sure all of us will have many e-takeaways and payoffs from this webinar only from IGP. I'm proud to tell you that every day many new participants are joining with us. So let me give you a little background about IGP. The Institute of Global Professionals is an educational institution which provides social work. We believe that it is not effective to increase one's skill by just acquiring formal education. So we provide training and consultation to generate a proficient generation through webinars, trainings, offline and online courses with the best speakers and highly trained coaches from all over the world to cater you with the best learning platform. And I'm so proud to inform you that IGP is an ISO certified training and education institute. We are internationally recognized and globally accredited. IGP is your trusted platform to learn new things from the global leading leaders. We are the leading online skill development institution with thousands of learners worldwide. Our mission is to empower people and enhance their skills through webinars. We are committed to serve. We wish that you remain with us in this long journey. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to be associated with IGP as a global member. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome all of you to the Institute of Global Professionals free international webinar. Once again, I am Marbet, a core volunteer of IGP from the Philippines. I am so privileged to host this webinar. With this, I would like to say let's watch together and learn together. We believe that the power is gained by sharing knowledge and not by hoarding it. And did you know that as of yesterday, we have successfully completed 317 webinars in various topics of your interest? All of these are available in our website, that is www.eduigp.com. Again, that is www.eduigp.com. Feel free to access them anytime. We expect that all of you are getting a little bit benefited both in your personal and professional life. From time to time, you may like, share, tag your friends, and write your comments. Share us how you feel about IGP and what you think about IGP. You may also share us how IGP is being helpful both in your personal and professional development. Also, don't hesitate to ask questions or write feedback. You may also give suggestions that will help us innovate the program in the comments section below. All of these will be greatly appreciated. Please support us by liking and subscribing to IGP Facebook page, Facebook group, and YouTube channel. Don't forget to click the bell button below to be notified with our streaming every day. Before we proceed to our program for today, first allow me to greet some of our active participants from our FB Live and YouTube channel live streaming. Hello and greetings to the following: Rodolfo Alemania, Mohamed Nazri Iza, Aria Bonites, Alex Javier Alvarez, Lamberto Pilatan, Gemma Rivera, Evelyn Waperi, Tess Rivera, Kit Gumambong, Marisa Gumambong. Hello, everyone. Hello there. Joy Grace Castro, Domingo Agate. Hello, ma'am. Hello, sir. Marisa Gumambong, JP Filbert, Crispiniano Candido, Farila Rezahi. Who else do we have here? Cheryl Cinco, Elga Belberry, Balash Barman, Ami Aguinaldo. And then we also have JP Filbert. Okay, Alex Javier Alvarez, John Lawrence Rivera, Jole V. Geraldes. Okay, John Lawrence Rivera again. Hello and greetings to all of you and those names that I was not able to read. Happy watching, everyone. So, without further ado, let's start our program with the IGP mantra: Feed your skills, innovate, inspire, impact. For today, we are presenting the webinar number 318 on overcoming writing apprehension through Photovoice. Today we have one brilliant speaker from the Philippines. Our resource speaker is from Morong National High School. She is a graduate of Master of Arts in Teaching and currently teaching in senior high school. I would like to invite on screen our speaker for today, Miss Janelle B. Briones.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. You have a very interesting topic today. It reminds me of the adage, a picture is worth a thousand words.
Yes.
Yes. Before proceeding to your presentation, you may share something about yourself, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. So, a pleasant evening to each and everyone. Before I present my topic, let me first introduce myself. I am Janelle B. Briones, 38 years old, and a senior high school teacher in the Philippines. I graduated both my bachelor's and master's degree in the University of Rizal System, Morong. I've been teaching for 12 years now. The topic that I will be discussing tonight is actually not mine alone. So allow me to acknowledge my two co-writers. So the first one is the lead proponent actually of this study, my former co-teacher and now one of the education program supervisor of our regional office, Region 4A, the soon-to-be Doctor of Education, Mr. Eugene F. Ray Santos. Another is my co-teacher, a master teacher in our school, and also soon to be a doctor of education, Mrs. Cherry M. Aduan. So I thank them for allowing me to present our study entitled Overcoming Writing Apprehension Through Photovoice. Uh, can I proceed now, ma'am, with
Yes,
my
please share your screen, ma'am.
thank you?
Okay, that's great, ma'am. Well, take it away, ma'am. Janelle B. Briones. The audience is yours, ma'am.
So my topic is all about overcoming writing apprehension through photo voice, basis for interdisciplinary approach in teaching creative nonfiction. So before I proceed with my topic, I have some questions that you can answer in the chat box or in the comment section. So the first question is, why do you write? Second, what are the factors do you consider when you write? What mostly are your topics in your writings? Do you find difficulties when you write? Do you use strategies in your writings? If yes, what are those? So let us go first with the first question. Why do you write? Common answers to these questions are to communicate with others, to express yourself, to provoke change, to gain attention, and for educational purposes. Do you have the same answer for this question? How about on the second one? What are the factors do you consider when you write? It is the audience or your purpose, the context, the style, or the interest, or all of the above. Next, what mostly are your topics in your writings? Technology and social media, school and school matters, mental and physical health, or race and gender? Do you consider ethics and morality as your topic? How about government and politics? So as you can see, some topics in your writings are the most common situation in our country. Next, do you find difficulties when you write? Some may say yes, few may say no, and other may say sometimes. Do you use strategies in your writings? What are those? Do you use simpler words and phrases? How about minimizing the use of negative words? Do you write shorter sentences? Or do you use key terms? Are you familiar with pre-writing, clustering, and outlining? So these are some of the questions that instill in our mind when we write. So we come up with this topic because of the learners' strugglings in writing. Because I am a teacher under humanities and social strands, specialized subjects requires a lot of writings. Really lot of writings. We came up on this study because of the following struggles of learners. Please bear with the grammatical error on learners' answers because those are directly quoted. So, some problems encountered by learners in writing is on choosing a topic. According to a particular learners, it's hard to find a topic. Another learner said, I don't know where to start and get some information about my topic. The next learner told, I got some problem explaining my topic. And the other one said, the topic that I chose has many supporting details which are not easy. Another problems encountered by learners in writing is on how to write features. One of the students mentioned, I got some problem explaining my topic. Other, how to tell the story. Another one, how to use it in a creative way. And another student quoted, it is hard to choose the right words. So it is not only the topic that is hard to choose, but also when you got the topic, you have something problems that we will be encountering thereafter. Another is the attitude of the writer towards writing. One of the students quoted, I cannot think well if how can I going to make it. Other students said, I don't know if my writing is correct. And one of the students mentioned, I feel uncomfortable because I don't know why work is good or bad. Next problem is writing a good end. You have the topic, you know how to write the feature article, but how are you going to write a good end? One of the students said, I don't know how to end it. Other students said, I just rewrite the words or delete the words that I think does not related in the statement. So with this, we think of the possible strategies or methodologies that will help learners overcome writing apprehension, and that is through the use of Photovoice. Before I discuss to you what is Photovoice, let me first give you a short definition of writing. So, writing is a skill in language and communication is considered as complicated as it requires mastery of vocabulary, spelling, punctuations, grammar, syntax, and other mechanical language functions. According to Papa in 2017, effective writing is an important aspect of personal communication because it sends message. The purpose of effective written communication is to send a message with the intention of the recipient understanding the message and responding to it. The outcome of effective written communication is productivity, purpose, and clear direction. Alongside with the aim of enabling learners to overcome writing apprehension, the use of photo voice as a methodology to enrich instruction in a creative nonfiction subject, while learners can identify problems in the community which will serve as the subject of their future article came up. So what is photo voice? Photovoice, according to Bisung and others in the year 2014, and Budig and others in the year 2018, is an established method developed initially by health promotion researchers, utilizing photographs taken and selected by participants where they can reflect upon and explore the chosen images. Stangcampiano in 2013 noted that visuals can offer another way for people to learn using visual graphics is a great way also to illustrate the major topics that will be taught. According to Mark Plain in the year 2014, he mentioned that Photo Voice uses images as a tool to construct problems by posing meaningful questions in a community to find actionable solutions. So in the subject creative non-fiction, learners should come up with feature articles related to the community. According to Mayer in the 2015, captioning photo boys states that they are also not used to expressing and even more so writing about their own ideas. So the learners will be focusing on the issues concerning the community, enable for them to come up with a good writing feature article. So that is all about photo boys. So, how does Photo Voice help students in overcoming writing apprehension? Here are the ways. The first one is through photo capturing and writing captions. In here, learners wrote captions about their photos based on the theme they present. It is what we call the constructivism and inquiry-based. Example, while riding a vehicle to go to our school along the Namay Bridge last Friday, I saw these construction workers enjoying their jobs. So that is one of the experience of the learners while riding a vehicle going on the school. So, according to him, he saw a construction workers enjoying the job. Another example is two kids doing their laundry early in the morning. This picture was taken in Baras Rizal in an area while he is riding in a jeep and his name is Randy. He is 8 years old, he is poor and does not have parents, but he lives in Morong Rizal. So the photo shows, according to the student, the results of being neglectful of the people garbages and dried plants are scattered in the rice field that cause a flood in the street, instead of clean and green rice field that full of crops. Another student take a photo near Saver. That was in the morning, and according to him, he salute a man even if that is his job. Another photos was taken, a man standing in the middle of the road, very dangerous. You get knocked down by the traffic from both sides. So those examples are the photos taken by the learners in their day-to-day uh, life, going to school, going home, or just simply walking in the nearby. After that, after taking the photo, there comes the brainstorming, idea mapping, and grouping, categorizing. After the data gathering stage, students perform brainstorming skills which is reflected in the ideas in the article and meaningful and creative captions. We call that integrative, reflective, and collaborative learning. Learners created Ishikawa model to map their ideas about the content of the write-up. So after the photo caption, there is the brainstorming, the idea mapping, and the categorizing of their photos. So according to Six Sigma in 2017, Ishikawa diagram is a very helpful tool as it gives a pictorial representation of what is the cause of a problem or a phenomenon. Thus, planning how to write a composition through appropriate graphic organizers and models are helpful in finishing a writing task. Meanwhile, learners through captioning found inspirations from the problems around them in conceptualizing their features right up. According to Price K in 2018, creative team brainstorming pulls the jumbled ideas and get them out, either audibly or on paper. The direct encounter of the learners with their subject did not only provide them conceptual ideas of the topics, but the real and direct experiences with the subject, which has a good effect in the way they express their ideas. So, in the brainstorming, idea mapping, and group categorizing, learners performed small group discussion and brainstorming about the photos they captured and the story behind them. Students were able to categorize their photos from among the SDGs. Few of their themes were poverty, street life, garbage, and decent work, all about community and its problem. Seeing or discussing these ideas can help writers detail and shape writing plans and increasing the likelihood of finding something innovative. Through the fishbone technique, learners were able to map their ideas and eventually constructed an outline of their write-up. This makes the writing process easier and lighter. Photovoice can be an individual task, but can be more meaningful when done collaboratively or in group. So it can now be implied that learners develop independence as they work at their own pace with a specific and identified targets on hand. The photos, and then the collaborative they have with their group mates about the topic that they are going to write because of that photos. Participants captured photos with a concept in mind of how they are going to write their article. So as you can see, the photos really help the learners a lot in composing a particular topic in the community. Is there are insights does the participants or the learners gain through Photovoice? Of course. So what are those? So the first one, learners reveal that they learn good behavior toward the writing task as important consideration in finishing the activity. One student said, write it with heart. Though I am not good in writing, I can make it good. Because they experience on hand what is happening in the community, they can now relay or put their self in the feet of those people around them. Next, they can develop the sense of critical thinking in terms of processing the inputs they obtain as well as the experiences in different problems in the community they had just before they engaged into the writing process. According to Elizondo, in the year 2014, personal experiences are good channels to trigger expressiveness when these ideas come along with supporting facts. And that is proven by the statement of one of the learners, I have many thoughts in my mind and I try my best how to write in creative ways. This also allowed the participants to choose and narrow topics which they found significant and relevant to them, which leads them to efficient time management to submit the expected outcome on time. According to Schwalmna in the year 2013, people that are good at identifying cause and effect scenarios and enjoy finding those connections make great writers. One of the students mentioned, I understand poverty and its effect in our community. While the other one said, I learned that the cause of poverty is lack of education. So there is the connection with the scenarios and its effect to the learners to become a great writer. In doing photo boys alongside with overcoming writing apprehensions and developing their writing skills, learners become aware of the many platforms by the municipal government for the community. It is seen in the state of the students, I'm happy because I have opportunity to write in free creative way and I express my feelings wherein I did not hard to say my opinion. More than learning how to express their thoughts in writing, the participants cited that they feel very accomplished, confident, proud of the written work. As one of the students said, I am happy on what I've done. How does the participants engage themselves in social issues through the writing nonfiction task? The whole project Photo Boys enables the real state of the community. The learners realize the problems that the community faces nowadays. According to Lane, visual analysis of graphic displays of data is a cornerstone of studies using a single case experimental design or what we call SCED. One of the students said, I understand poverty that affects our community. Thus, The methodology Photovoice empowers learners to get involved in the issues and be part of the inputs for possible solution through their writing skills. Photovoice enable learners to maximize their skills intellectually and artistically, since the procedures require skills integration across discipline. One of the students said, "Some of my sentences could be understood." Other student mentioned, "I've learned how to detail the story." More than that, learners have organized themselves and engaged into efficient time management and cooperation for the project to be completed. The most beautiful picture, as mentioned by Barker and others in the year 2016, it is not necessarily the strongest picture. It depends on the meaning of the picture and the story with it. The Public Relations Institute of Australia in the year 2017 affirms that by using stories in the organization brings the message into reality and give it an emotional dimension that creates impact. The Photo Boy serves as an opportunity for the participants to reach and tell the official the problems that they saw and encountered. What is more rewarding was the participants were able to achieve learning targets, especially in writing their writes-up through Photovoice. According to Davis J., in the year 2017, platforms are a way of organizing multi-stakeholder interactions, marshalling ideas, people and resources to address challenges and opportunities embedded in complex setting. The Photo Voice is another efficient methodology of developing social awareness with integration in writing discipline. Because according to Budig KGs, J. Conde, P. Sastre M., Hernan M., and Franco M. in the year 2018, Photo Voice has been used to investigate change in empowerment in vulnerable communities. This is not only for the students to learn, but also for the teachers to see how experience can teach lessons in different learning courses and disciplines, just like in the creative nonfiction subject. So, is there an enhancement that may be done in Photo Voice as methodology and interdisciplinary approach in teaching creative nonfiction? Yes. From the conduct of the Photo Voice as a methodology in teaching creative nonfiction, it is very evident that it can help struggling learners to express themselves in writing. It can be used as an individualized output. However, as I have mentioned earlier, this methodology can be also done in groups or in collaborative effort. According to Bida Badi in the year 2016, the best teaching approach is the mixed method. So when we say mixed method, it is student-centered together with teacher-centered plus educational planning and previous readiness. Aside from the photo boys, it may also be done by the teacher while the students are doing their own. According to Chow J. Dr. Su, T. Prof. Che S. in the year 2017, comprehensive understanding of that will also engage students and teachers to learn from their experiences and draw from the relevant literature. By drawing on scholarly insight as well as actual experiences, the project will significantly enhance the understanding not only by the learners but the teacher as well. Additional part of the writing task must be an oral presentation of the work by the learners. According to Gresham in 2014, independence in classroom may be achieved by letting students present the task they completed. This is a simple way for students to take charge of their learning. And finally, Photovoice is also ideal to be applied not only in language and in literature courses, but also in other core and applied subjects. That is why in our school, we encouraging other subject teacher to use Photovoice in writing. To summarize, learners struggle in choosing topics, crafting a good beginning paragraph, introduction, paragraph development due to vocabulary limitation, structure, and language conventions. The writing task becomes attainable for the learners through the prerequisite activities of the photo voice, such as idea mapping, graphic organizers, and brainstorming, which enable the participants to overcome writing apprehensions. So there are so many methodology or strategies that can be used by the teacher and the learners to overcome writing apprehension, and photo voice is only just one of them that the writers or the proponent of this study thought will help a lot in the learners in the writing process. The learners learn through photo voice that their behavior and attitude towards the writing task, such as excitement, confidence, hard work, patience, and pride, are essential in the writing process. So it is not only the technique on how to write a good one, but it is most importantly the attitude of the writer towards his writing. The connection, awareness, and involvement of the learners in the different social issues become their channel in writing a nonfiction task, while the task itself is their way of reaching and solving problems in real life. Unintentionally, upon capturing the photos in the community, while riding in a jeep, while walking in the street, the learners can have topics that they think they cannot have or construct easily. After they got those photos and brainstorm with their group mates, they just pop up, oh, that is the good topic that I can be write a feature one. Lastly, photo voice may be done collaboratively or in groups with the participation of the teacher. Of course, the teacher will guide the learners on how are they going to group the pictures, on how the learners work collaboratively. An oral presentation of the written work can also make it better. So after the brainstorming, they now work in group. Oral presentation is also advised to make the writing more easier. So before I end my discussion, let me have this quote from Martin Luther King Jr. If you want to change the world, pick up your pen and write. With that, thank you very much for listening.
Ma'am, please unmute your microphone.
Okay, thank you so much, Ma'am Janelle, from that wonderful presentation. That was actually a very interesting discussion. I am sure the audience have gained considerable insight in today's webinar about photo voice. What you have said a while ago is really right because we have this, many of us have the apprehension in writing. whatever we have in our mind. But about the discussions we heard from you, it is important, or photo voice is very helpful for us to start a topic or in choosing a topic. And then also one thing is, one of the problem that arises when writing is also how is also the attitude of the writer. You mentioned that a while ago, but then with all those ideas that we have gathered from you today, I think it will not be that difficult anymore. Thank you so much once again, ma'am, for that wonderful presentation.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll see you again in the Q&A part of the program. Okay. Okay, thank you again, ma'am. Once again, let me remind the audience, don't forget to like, share, write your comment, and tag your friends in the comment box. Your attachments encourage us to do better and provide you with our best service. Thank you for your support. We will give you the e-certificate link in the comment box. If you encounter any problem collecting your e-certificate, go directly to our website, that is www.eduigp.com. Again, that is www.eduigp.com. And then after collecting your e-certificate, don't forget to celebrate with IGP by your check-in. We will now move to our quiz competition after a short video. Okay, please go to www.slido.com. And then our code for today is IGP quiz. Okay, we have now 24 participants in our quiz competition. Okay, and the number is still increasing. There are still people who are joining our quiz competition. That's great. Okay, please go to www.slido.com, and our code is IGP quiz in all caps. We have now 33 participants. Hello and good luck to all our participants. Okay, we have now 38 participants in our quiz. This is a good number. Get ready now. We'll be starting in any moment from now. We have now 42 participants. have already joined in our quiz. Okay, we have the first question. Photovoice was used as a methodology in addressing writing difficulties in a very creative and motivating way for the learners. Is it true or false? And the correct answer is true, and everybody got that correctly. Congratulations. So, in our leaderboard, we have Aykul Akaboleyeva. I hope I pronounced that right. Okay. And then question number two. Photovoice is an established method developed initially by health promotions researchers utilizing photographs taken and selected by participants where they can reflect upon and explore a chosen images. Is it true or false? Okay, 92% answered true, and that is the correct answer. We still have Aykul Akhabalayeva. I hope I pronounced that correctly again. Then followed by Romel Dancy Aquino in our leaderboard. Next is Anna Marie Joy Mercado. Next question. Okay, for the voice. Uses images as a tool to deconstruct problems by posing meaningful questions in a community to find actionable solution. Is it true or false? The correct answer is true. 79% of the participants got it correctly. Right now, we still have Aygul Akhabalayeva in our as top one in our leaderboard, followed by Romel Jancy Aquino and followed by Ana Marie Joy Mercado. So, question number four. Captioning photo voice states that they are used to express and even more so writing about their own ideas. Is it true or false? Okay. The answer is false, and only 17% of the participants got it correctly. Congratulations to our 17%. Now we have Lamberto S. Pilatan Jr. as rank 1 in our leaderboard, followed by Nico Den S. Miro, and we have Aygul Akhabalayeva in rank 3. Okay, next number, question number 5. The metacognitive writing report is a tabular reflective journal. Is it true or false? Okay, 88% answered true, and that is the correct answer. So, we have Lamberto S. Pilatan as rank 1, followed by Nico Den as Miro, and still we have Aygul Akhabala Yeva in rank 3. Question number 6. Ishikawa diagram is a very helpful tool as it gives a word representation of what is the cause of a problem or a phenomenon. Is it true or false? The correct answer is false. Only 12% of the participants got it correctly. Wow. Still, we have Nico then S. Miro as rank 1, and then followed by Lamberto S. Pilatan Jr., and number 3 is Jason S. Yumang, followed by Florida Lisa S. Montero. Okay, question number 7 this time. The Photovoice is another efficient methodology of developing social awareness with integration in the writing discipline. Is it true or false? The correct answer is true. 100% of the participants get it correctly. That's good. Okay, we are now on our leaderboard. We have Nico, then Esmiro, still, then followed by Lamberto S. Milatan Jr., then Jason S. Tumang, and Florida Lisa S. Montero. Next number. Question number 8. Photo voice can't be used to investigate change in empowerment in vulnerable communities. Is it true or false? Okay, the correct answer is false. 83% of the participants get it correctly. For our leaderboard, we still have Nico then as Miro as rank 1, followed by Lamberto as Pilatan Jr., and number 3 is Jason as Human. Okay, question number 9. The best teaching approach is the mixed method, student-centered together with teacher-centered, plus educational planning and previous readiness. Is it true or false? Okay, the correct answer is true. 98% of the participants got it correctly. Okay, we have Nico then as Miro as rank 1, followed by Lamberto as Pilatan, and next is Jason as Yumang. Next question is, photo voice is also ideal to be applied not only in language and literature courses, but also in other core and applied subjects. Is it true or false? The correct answer is true. Okay, so we have the following top 10 winners. First is Nico then as Miro, followed by Lamberto S. Pilatan Jr. Number 3 is Jason S. Sumang. Number 4 is Joel Bernastor. Number 5 is Romel John C. Aquino. Number 6 is Aigul Akabaleyera. And then next, please. Number 7 is Ana Marie Joy A. Mercado. Number 8 is Rodolfo Alemania Jr. Number 9 is Marisa and Rivera, Martes and Rivera. And number 10 is Nico, then S. Miro. Okay, congratulations to our top 10 winners. To the top 10 winners of our quiz competition, you will be receiving your quiz completion certificate in a little while. We will now move to the Q&A part of this program after a short video. Okay. Once again, let us welcome back our speaker for today's webinar. Welcome back, Ma'am Janelle Briones. Are you
Thank you,
ready for the Q&A
ma'am.
part?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay, to all our viewers, please send your questions. Let's see if we have questions now. Okay, while waiting for their questions, Ma'am, I have here my question. What is the most important thing to keep in mind when doing a photo voice?
So, thank you for the good question, ma'am. So, the good thing that you should keep in mind in using photo voice is that you do not have to have a particular subject to capture. Anything that you encountered while riding in a jeep, while walking in the street, just captured it. And then later on, when you do all the capturing, you can now
Start.
brainstorm with your groupmate. If you have group, pick on those pictures that interest you the most.
So after capturing, the next step is brainstorming. Yeah. Okay,
Brainstorming.
next we have here our question from Lamberto S. Pilatan. Hello, Sir Lamberto. Good evening, Ma'am Janelle. What are the advantages and disadvantages of utilizing photo voice in instruction? Thanks.
Thank you, Sir Lamberto Pilatan, for the good question. So, for me, as a teacher of creative nonfiction, using this methodology in my subject, one of the great advantage of using photo voice is you do not, as I have said a while ago, you do not have to be very specific in the photos that you are going to capture. Just take all the photos that you will be encountering in the community, and then after that, choose what do you think the most interests you. The disadvantage, based on my own experience, is when the learners cannot what we call that, cannot picture out the picture itself. He cannot, or she cannot, the learners cannot explain what is the meaning of the picture that he has taken of.
Okay, one good thing about photo voice is as long as you have the cell phone or your camera, just go around the community and take a picture. Okay, next we have here our question from Evelyn Wapering. In conducting the study, what are the challenges you encountered?
Thank you for the question, Ma'am Evelyn Waperi. So, in conducting the study, one of the challenge that we encountered is that because of we uh, told the learners that they do not have to be very specific in capturing pictures, just take photos, uh, whatever they like. When they in the classroom and they are going to brainstorm, there are a lot of pictures that are being left behind because it does not interest mainly the writers themselves.
So we just have to set aside those pictures that are
Yes.
not necessary. Okay, next question is from Rolando de la Cruz. Hello, sir. How do we apply photo voice in an online class?
Thank you, Sir Rolando. I apply this photo voice in my subject, not in the creative nonfiction because I am not handling that subject today, but rather in my communication, rather in my sapiling larang subject. So that is a Filipino subject under academic strand, in which is under humanities and social strand. We have this subject sa piling larang uh, for the tech book or technical vocational strand and the academic strand. So in the academic strand, we have this topic, larawang sanaysay. So we use photo voice. We encourage learners to get pictures in the environment, or they can also cut pictures from magazines and newspapers, or even they can get it from the internet, and they'll tell something about that picture, and then from them on they can have a good essay.
Okay, that's very good idea, ma'am. I think it is a very effective tool in developing collaboration among our learners. Okay, next question is from Dr. Rahes Sudhakar Wakchure. Okay, how photo voice help in building confidence in writing?
Thank you, Dr. Rahesh. So as I have mentioned in my discussion a while ago, one of the best technique that the writer should develop in writing, not only in using photo voice, but in writing in general, is to have a good attitude toward writing. So through the use of photo voice, confidence can be built because the learners can have topics, actually lot of topics because of those photo. And those photo from the word itself, photo voice, will voice out the ideas that came up from the learners based on why did a particular picture or that particular picture being captured by that learner. So the ideas with that photo leads the learners to have a good topic and lead him or them to write a good text or feature. In that way, photo voice help the learners in building confidence.
Okay, that's a very good answer, ma'am. Okay, do we have more questions? Let's check the chat box if we have more questions. Next question is from Romel Hernandez. Can we apply photo voice in other areas of learning?
Yes, sir. So as I have mentioned a while ago, in my sapiling larang subject, that is a Filipino subject in senior high school, I use photo voice as a strategy or methodology in writing, in teaching my student in the topic larawang sanaysay, photo essay in English.
Okay, okay, that's photo essay. I was thinking how can we use photo voice, for example, in mathematics or in science? Can we also use photo voice, ma'am?
I think I think in science, when the topic is uh, in connection with writings. For example, in writing news or article, you can use photo voice. In mathematics, in problems, I think you can use that in word problem. So if you have this photo of a child buying in a store and counting the money that he will be given to the seller and how much will be the exchange of whatever he will be going to buy, I think you can use that, and then you can state the problem in a way that the learners can easily be understood.
That's very good idea. Okay, next is from Rolando de la Cruz. How is photo voice differ from photo essay?
Thank you, Sir Rolando. So that is one good question. So photo voice is not really different from essay. Actually, we get the idea of photo voice from the photo essay. So they are somewhat similar.
So it's another term for photo essay. Is it an is photo
You can
voice
say
man
that.
another term? Okay,
Yes, you
next
can
is
say
from
that. But
Rodolfo.
uh, Bon, akin na charger sa laptop. Charger.
Okay. Next question is from Rodolfo Alemania. Ma'am Janelle, how could the usage of photo voice empower the communities in areas that are not given attention by the government?
That is very nice question, Sir Rodolfo Alemania. So as I have mentioned in my discussion a while ago, so it has been discussed that the learners captured photos in the community in which one of the learners encountered this problem such as poverty. So with such, he can make an article or a story that that can that can be delivered or can be expressed by the learners for him or for them to be heard on that particular problem in those areas. So to empower, so for example, this that poverty and the garbage and the problem about the garbage that being captured by one of the learner. So that learner write the ideas or the feelings that he has with regards with that problems and immediately rely that in the particular organization and seek for possible solution on how to eliminate garbage problem and how to overcome poverty.
Okay, thank you very much for that wonderful
Education
answer.
subject we mm,
Another question is from Maria Teresa Yambao. Hello, ma'am. What are the limitations in using photo voice?
uh, that is a good question, Ma'am Maria Teresa. So, of course, all of the strategies that we are uh, thinking that can be used to help the learner easily understood our topic also has its limitation. So, for the photo voice, I think the limitation is that if we capture or if the learners capture a particular scenario that which is not or do not have the what is what we call that have the
Idea?
the I'm sorry so the limitation is that when a particular student or learners captured a photo which is and use that in his study without the permission of that particular person or subject, that is, I think, the limitation.
Okay, so we need to ask permission also of
Yes, as permission also.
when taking pictures. So
Yes,
we could not just take pictures
yes,
anywhere,
yes.
especially when you are
Especially when we are
capturing.
going to post that.
Yes. Okay, next question is from Jade Cantilado. Is it possible to use photo voice in every subject? Just like my question a while ago.
Yes. Not, I think not in every subjects, but with other subject. Not all, but with other subject. That involves writing.
Okay, that's good, ma'am. Okay, do we have more questions? Let's see if we still have questions here. I think that's the last question. Okay, let's me check. Let's check. Okay, okay. Actually, that concludes our Q&A part, ma'am. Thank to all the participants who actively participated in our Q&A part. Thank you so much for all your questions. I hope you have gained substantial understanding of today's webinar. And also to our speaker, Ma'am Janelle B. Briones, thank you for your marvelous responses and comprehensive answers to the queries of our audience. I am sure that all are satisfied with your answers since all questions are very well answered. Thank you again, Ma'am Janelle. Thank you so much, Ma'am.
Thank you so
And
much.
we hope, yes, Ma'am. Thank you. You're welcome, Ma'am. And we hope to see you again here in IGP. This is this is your first time, but definitely not your last time. Okay. Thank you, Ma'am. Do you have any
Thank
final word
you.
for our audience?
Yes, ma'am. So, allow me to thank you all the participants that watch with me with my discussion. I am very much happy, and I am hoping that I hope that you gain a lot of information. Though I feel very a little bit nervous because it is my first time, but I am very much thankful to IGP family for giving me the opportunity to be one of the speaker in this international webinar. So I am hoping to see more and present more with you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you again, Ma'am. Thank you so much. Okay, that concludes our program for today. Thank you so much, Ma'am Janelle. To my fellow knowledge seekers, I would like to thank all of you for attending today's session. Hopefully, you have learned something new today that will be useful in your life. If you learned something new or we have been helpful to you even just in a little bit, please give a review on our page. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to our Facebook group, Facebook page, and YouTube channel. And also, don't forget to collect your e-certificate and give a check-in with IGP. Please spread the information about IGP to your friends. Okay. Shall we have our code for tonight? Okay, our topic is overcoming writing apprehension through Photovoice. Okay, our code for tonight is IGP 3836. You may take a screenshot of this. Okay, let's take a screenshot. Or you may jot it down and then collect your certificate later after the program. Remember, without code, no one is eligible for certificates. With code, you can claim your certificates anytime. Without an account on our website, you can visit, but you cannot do anything functionally. So today's date is January 11, and our topic is overcoming writing apprehension through Photovoice. Our code is IGP 3836.